A revolution can be neither made nor stopped. The only thing that can be done is for one of several of its children to give it a direction by dint of victories. The best cure for the body is a quiet mind. The people to fear are not those who disagree with you, but those who disagree with you and are too cowardly to let you know. History is a set of lies agreed upon. If I had not been born Napoleon, I would have liked to have been born Alexander. There is one kind of robber whom the law does not strike at, and who steals what is most precious to men, time. Valor is a gift. Those having it never know for sure whether they have it till the test comes. And those having it in one test never know for sure if they will have it when the next test comes. In politics, never retreat, never retract. Never admit a mistake. In politics, stupidity is not a handicap. Take time to deliberate, but when the time for action has arrived, stop thinking and go. Nothing is more difficult, and therefore more precious, than to be able to decide. A man will fight harder for his interests than for his rights. The world is not ruined by the wickedness of the wicked, but by the weakness of the good. I am surrounded by priests who repeat incessantly that their kingdom is not of this world, and yet they lay their hands on everything they can get. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Power is my mistress. I have worked too hard at her conquest to allow anyone to take her away from me. I can no longer obey. I have tasted command, and I cannot give it up. One should never forbid what one lacks the power to prevent. Courage is like love, it must have hope for nourishment. You become strong by defying defeat and by turning loss and failure into success. Impossible is a word to be found only in the dictionary of fools. Napoleon Bonaparte. Great ambition is the passion of a great character. Those endowed with it may perform very good or very bad acts. All depends on the principles which direct them. There are only two forces that unite men, fear and interest. If the art of war were nothing but the art of avoiding risks, glory would become the prey of mediocre minds. You must not fight too often with one enemy, or you will teach him all your art of war. There are only two forces in the world, the sword and the spirit. In the long run the sword will always be conquered by the spirit. I would kiss a man's arse if I needed him. The art of war is to gain time when your strength is inferior. Once you have made up your mind, stick to it. There are no longer any if or but. Let France have good mothers, and she will have good sons. Death is nothing, but to live defeated and inglorious is to die daily. The fool has one great advantage over a man of sense: he is always satisfied with himself. Riches do not consist in the possession of treasures, but in the use made of them. Death is nothing, but to live defeated and inglorious is to die daily. 4 hostile newspapers are more to be feared than 1,000 bayonets. Until you spread your wing, you'll have no idea how far you can fly. You become strong by defying defeat and by turning loss and failure into success. Nothing is more difficult, and therefore more precious, than to be able to decide. Nothing is more difficult, and therefore more precious, than to be able to decide. There is only one thing in this world, and that is to keep acquiring money and more money, power and more power. All the rest is meaningless. The greater the man, the less is he opinionative, he depends upon events and circumstances. If you wish to be success in the world, promise everything, deliver nothing. If you build an army of 100 lions and their leader is a dog, in any fight, the lions will die like a dog. But if you build an army of 100 dogs and their leader is a lion, all dogs will fight as a lion. The reason most people fail instead of succeed is they trade what they want most for what they want at the moment. The only way to lead people is to show them a future. A leader is a dealer in hope. The battlefield is a scene of constant chaos. The winner will be the one who controls that chaos, both his own and the enemy's. I am sometimes a fox and sometimes a lion. The whole secret of government lies in knowing when to be the one or the other. Religious wars are basically people killing each other over who has the better imaginary friend. The Bible is no mere book, but a living creature, with a power that conquers all that oppose it. I must see her and press her to my heart. I love her to the point of madness, and I cannot continue to be separated from her. If she no longer loved me, I would have nothing left to do on earth. I have seen only you, I have admired only you, I desire only you. I hope before long to press you in my arms and shall shower anew 1,000,000 burning kisses as under the equator. I hope before long to press you in my arms and shall shower anew 1,000,000 burning kisses as under the equator. No one knows how it is that with one glance a boy can break through into a girl's heart. To make yourself understood to people, one must first speak to their eyes.